Good Tuesday evening. Welcome to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com. We apologize. We got on just a little bit late, had some technical difficulties, and we are now on the air. And to start things off, we will be starting off with the playing of our national anthem by looks like the Scott City High School Pep Band. And now we're ready for our starting lineups. Once again, we apologize. Got on the air just a little bit late, and but had a few technical difficulties. But we are online and we are on the air, getting ready for Lakin Lady Bronx basketball here tonight. The first of few games here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Lady Bronx and the Lady Beavers of Scott City. Lady Bronx 8-6 on the season, under first-year head coach J.C. Holloway, the assistant coach Kurt Leader, and Holly Myers. Look at the starting lineups for the Lakin Lady Bronx. Once again, they are 8-6 on the season, coming off a loss at Cimarron last Friday night by the score of 65-39. Wearing number 5, a 5'5" junior, averaging 5 points per game, Sarah Wright. Wearing number 10, Sammy Vogel, is a 5'10" sophomore, averaging just over 7 points per contest. Tegan Bachman wears number 20. She's a 5'4" junior, 8.7 points per game. Jared Davidson wears number 24. She's a 5'9" sophomore, just over 9 points per game and 6.5 rebounds per contest. And wearing number 30, Brooke Groth, a 5'11" junior, averaging 3.5 points and 3 rebounds per contest for the Lakin Lady Bronx. Here's the starters for Scott City. They are 7-8 under head coach Amy Felker in her second season at the helm. They're coming off a win at Ulysses on Friday night, defeating the Lady Tigers 63-21. They start this way. Wearing number 1, a 6'1" senior, averaging 4 points per game, Ella Runford. Brooke Strine wears number 3. She's a 6' junior, averages 11 points per contest. Wearing number 5 is Amber Lotta. She's a 5'5" senior, averages just over 11 points per game. Erica Felker wears number 12. She's a 5'5" sophomore, averaging 11.5 points per game. And the fifth starter for Scott City, wearing number 33, a 5'9" junior, averaging 5.5 points per game, Allie Patton. Scott City comes in averaging 46.4 points per game. They shoot 35% from the field. They grab 29 rebounds per game and shoot 71% from the free throw line as a team. The Lady Bronx come in averaging 41.3 points per game. They shoot 34% from the field, grab 31 rebounds, and they shoot 55% from the free throw line as a team. Lady Bronx saw their 2-game winning streak snapped at Cimarron last Friday, and with tonight's game, the Lady Bronx will be looking to snap an 8-game losing streak to the Lady Beavers. Starting lineups have been introduced, and we're about set to go here at the Scott County Community Center. A new gym that's less than 5 years old, but a beautiful facility here. I love the press area. They've got us up in a corner, cameras at center court, but a nice facility. Lady Bronx will be in their road purple uniforms, white letters and numbers trimmed in gold. Tell you one thing about this gym, though. Their public address announcer in the old gym used to rattle the wall. I hardly hear him in our headphones, Jared.
Yeah, it's
used to. I had to turn our gain down because it was so loud. Brooks Strine and Sammy Vogel to tip things off at center court. The Lady Bronx going from our left to our right in this first half. Strine controls the tip to Rumford, passes it back to Erica Felker, brings it across the timeline. Lady Bronx come out in a man-to-man. And a steal out front by Sarah Wright. Picks it up the far side. Now looks for help. Up top, Tegan fires from long range. Bounces off the rim, and the rebound comes off to Allie Patton. Far corner with it is Felker. Up top to Patton. Now to that is Rumford near side. Inlet pass to Strine, missed the shot. Jared Davidson with the rebound for the Lady Bronx. A minute into the contest, no score between the Bronx and Lady Beavers. And a traveling violation on the left wing. It goes back to Scott City. Scott City 7-8 on the season. The Lady Bronx 8-7. Near side with it is Davidson. On the baseline, Sammy off the dribble, short off the rim. Rebound comes off to Rumford. Rumford averaging just over 4 rebounds per game. Amber Lotta driving through and has it knocked away. Scott City to inbound on their baseline. Strine missed the shot, but she's fouled. Foul will go against Tegan Bachman. That's her first. Strine hits the free throw. Strine a 74% free throw shooter on the season. Scott City averages 71% from the free throw line as a team. And that free throw is good as well. At the free throw line, Davidson dribbles. Misses from the left side. Rebound to Rumford. Gives it up to Felker. Felker has it knocked away by Sarah. And Scott City will keep it.
You know, one thing that you probably don't have to deal with over there is how sticky these tables are.
Well, it's that glossy paint that's on it. Yeah, my arm's kind of sticking to it a little bit, but
well, it's not just that, but I keep trying to
slide your paper,
and it's literally just stuck. I can grab it as hard as I want, and it's just stuck.
You put it on that.
Okay, perfect.
Lakin works it around the arc. Bachman on the left wing. She's guarded by Lotta. Now up the dribble around the screen from Sammy. And the pass in the paint to Davidson. She's tied up, but a foul called. That will go against Erica Felker. Felker's first Scott City foul.
No, that's so much better already. Now I could adjust wherever I want it, and it just slides.
Lakin with the inbounds. Davidson from the right side and has it stripped away. Ball still loose, but Amberlotta with the loose ball brings it up. Now will set up the offense. Near side with it is Allie Patton. She'll fire from three. Bouncing around won't go. Brooke Groth with the rebound for the Lady Bronx. Sarah takes it up the far side off the screen from Groth. Now dribbles near side. Davidson from the wing.
No. Looked like a good screen to me. Just kind of ran into a brick wall and didn't know what to do with it. Oh, yeah. I love the replay aspect for myself, but man, that was just a good hard set screen. I mean,
Lady Bronx with pressure in the backcourt. Now in the front court, Sammy chasing down the loose ball. She has it. Now we'll find Sarah. Good aggressive defense there by Sammy Vogel.
See, my thing is, I bet at least every either female or male playing in high school has gotten one of those hard screens that kind of knocked you.
Pass, cross paint, shot good by Brooke.
But everyone out there's had that experience where you just may not see it coming and you kind of get knocked by a screen. That's kind of how that one was.
Well, that's when you teach your teammates to speak. Ooh. Sammy goes hard to the floor on the Scott City miss. Now we've got a foul on the rebound. That foul will go against Brooke Groth. That's her first, team's third. Kenzie Lohman Fuller into the lineup for Lakin. 4:19 to go first quarter. We are knotted up at 2 apiece. Three from the near corner. Nothing but net for Erica Felker. And that's a 3-point lead for Scott City here in the early going. Man-to-man defense by Scott City. Tegan lob to Kinsey on the baseline and a foul. Foul will go against Ella Rumford. That's her first. Second team foul on the Lady Beavers. Allie Patton back into the lineup for Scott City. I missed an earlier substitution for the Lady Beavers. Mallory Cupp into the lineup, 5'4" sophomore. Lakin to inbound to Davidson. Now to Sarah in the corner. Has it knocked away. Ball is loose. We've got a tie-up.
Lakin basketball.
And the arrow points to the Lady Bronx. They'll move to the near sideline for the inbounds. Taken with it out front. Back to Sarah on the wing to Kinsey on the baseline. Man-to-man defense by Scott City. Sarah looking for help, picked up the dribble. Tegan, spin move in the paint, bounce pass to Jared. Jared drives, left side, got it. Kind of a helter-skelter play that time, but it worked for the Lady Bronx. And a traveling violation in the backcourt called against Amber Lotta.
Brooke was the one that scored the first basket, right?
Yes. Sammy Vogel back into the lineup for Lakin. Lob inside. Sammy can't get it to fall, but she draws the foul. And we'll go to the line to shoot two. Allie Patton with the foul, her first. Sammy at the line shooting two. A chance to give Lakin the lead with these two free throws. That one in and out. Ella Rumford back into the lineup for Scott City. Second free throw attempt coming up for Sammy. Shot is up and good. Sammy 1 for 2, ties us up at 5. The crowd erupted. It looked like a clear travel at midcourt. Shot is missed. Nice clear out by Davidson. And we've got a foul The foul will go against Allie Patton. So her second foul real quick for Allie Patton. I really didn't see that. I saw a Scott City girl on the floor, so it must have been on the dribble out after the rebound.
I think I might have.
The foul on Patton.
On Lakin.
Well, I was kind of wondering at the position where it was. Yeah. Timeout on the floor. .301 to go first quarter. We are tied at 5 apiece. Lakin to inbound in the backcourt. Davidson on the right wing. Now they cross it over to Sarah on the left wing. Tegan. Catch from the top of the key. Takes it to the elbow. Back to Sarah. Sarah drive. Now looking for help as she's trapped on the baseline. Bounce pass. Finds Davidson. Jarrah hits it off the glass. Davidson now with 4. First lead of the contest for the Lady Broncs. Rumford. To Lotta, top of the key. Gives it up to Strine. Now back to Rumford. Lotta. From the top of the key. 3 hard off the glass. Won't go. Davidson with the rebound. Up the floor, Tegan with it on the near wing. Long cross-court pass. Davidson, the 3 from the left side. That is short and an air ball. Rebound knocked away by Brooke Strine. Reagan Shavira into the lineup for Lakin. Lakin inbound on their baseline. Just under 2 minutes to go first quarter. Lady Broncs with the 2-point lead. Inbounds to Davidson, knocked away by Mallory Cup. And Sarah just moves down the baseline a little bit, and we'll try it again. Ball tipped away, stolen by Scott City. Felker with it, up the floor, Lotta. Layup too strong. Strine with the rebound and gets the put back. Strine with 4. And we are tied at 7. Our third tie of this first quarter. Davidson on the wing, up top to Sammy. Near side to Sarah. Reagan from 18 feet. I think it was partially blocked. Got a hand on it, so it'll stay with Lakin. That ball came off way too flat for somebody not to have gotten a piece of it. Timeout on the floor, a 30-second timeout called by Lakin. I think Scott City got the last one, didn't they? The last timeout?
Yeah.
30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 1:26 to go in our first quarter. Lady Broncs and Lady Beavers tied at 7. First of 2 games here on Lakin Broncs Sports YouTube. Our second game will be the Broncs and the Beavers at around 7:30. And in what can be a very, very special night during the Broncs game. Those of you who were with us on Friday night and those who weren't with us, Servando Gonzalez coming into tonight with 999 points.
I want to say, it's not a could be, it will be a special night. If Servando is held scoreless, and then Scott City Beavers are the best team in the league.
Sammy has her shot blocked, but the ball right to Sarah, who hits it from 8 on the baseline, and the Lady Broncs back on top. Well, I know what you mean.
I mean,
yeah, if Serve, who's averaging 24 points a game, goes scoreless tonight, I may just walk home.
I'll just say, it's not on him. It's on the defense. And you know what? That would make them best team
in the league
to stop a guy like that.
Yeah, let me rephrase that. If he goes scoreless tonight because of their defense, I will walk home.
Yeah, I was
There's other things that could possibly happen, but let's not do that.
I wouldn't bank it all just on that.
Yeah.
Clock still not running. We're down to 56 seconds. Clock is still not going.
Yeah.
We're down to 50. 45.
We've
40.
gone a minute or so and the clock's not even running.
We're at 40 seconds on my clock.
That clock ran 17, no, the time ran 17 seconds off. Lob underneath, Kinsey backs in, off the glass, won't go.
Oh, was that last one a 3 by Scott?
Well, apparently it was. I didn't see it.
I thought it was only a 2.
And another 3 by Lotta.
Well, I'm currently at 10 seconds, so sorry.
Yeah, that was a 33-second non-start of the clock.
I have to go back up.
And I'll
here.
tell you what, everybody was screaming.
I don't know how you couldn't hear it. With the headsets on, I could even hear it.
You know what? Up the near side hits the layup. But you know what? You can't let 33 seconds just sit there and.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's not that hard.
No.
You may say it's hard, but as long as you have a finger on the button at all times, it's not that hard because you start feeling it and you remember.
I mean, I've done it. I mean, you fall asleep a little bit, but.
Maybe only 5 seconds or so.
Yeah, yeah. Far corner. 3.
Off the top, that's out.
Off the backboard.
Point
1 to go.
The second here.
.1 seconds to go. And that'll do it for our first quarter. And during the confusion of not starting the clock, I lost track of who scored for Scott City on that first 3.
I got you. We'll go back during the break.
Okay, it was at minute 13 on that clock, but should have been
about 40 seconds on mine. So.
Well, it would have started at a minute 13 because we had timeout at the time. So,
okay. I will go
all right,
back
we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. You're watching Lady Brown basketball.
Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Fantastic burgers, Coney and Chicago hot dogs, Philly, steak, BLT, and chicken sandwiches, along with ice cream treats like the traditional banana split, sundaes, shakes, malts, and cones. Dine in or carry out. Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at the one and only fantastic Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. The Lakin Recreation Commission has a full fitness room with 5 treadmills, tread climber, rowing machine, 3 elliptical fitness cross trainers, 2 stationary bikes, and strength training fitness equipment. You'll find just what you need for your own quality workout. The fitness room is open for the public's use free of charge during business hours. For use after business hours, Lakin Rec also has a keyless entry system available. The Lakin Rec Commission, always involved with the youth of Lakin, 702 North Campbell, Lakin, 355-7039. The benefits are endless.
Scott City with the basketball as we start the second quarter. An 8-0 run to end and I think I'll get my score sheet caught up. Amber Lotta, the runner in the paint, hits it. Lotta has scored the last 10 points herself for the Lady Beavers. They now lead it by 8. Davidson from the free throw line, she hits it. Jarrah with 6 points in this first half. Felker up the near side, good defense. Brooke and Tegan getting back. 3 out front, that's off the front of the rim. And Tegan with the rebound.
Okay, you said that last one by Scott was a layup, right?
Yes.
Good.
A runner in the paint. Tegan.
Gotcha.
Almost fired from the wing. Out to Davidson. Now left wing. Shavira. Now cross-court pass. Taken from the right wing. 3 over everything. Off the hands of Sammy. She saves it back in, but right to Brooke Strine.
Yeah, I think we're all caught back up here.
I think I am too.
Yeah, 'cause she had the 2 threes and the layup to end the quarter there, number 5.
Drive from the far corner. Mallory Cup stops from 10. Off the back iron. Taken with the rebound. Yeah, Amber Lotta with 10 points in this first half. Has scored the last 10 for Scott City. And a steal in the paint. Up the floor, Scott City hits the shot and she's fouled. Ella Rumford with the layup, and she'll have the end one.
I was going to go against Reagan Shavira.
Reagan's first foul. Fourth foul. Yep,
for
fourth
both
foul.
teams, actually.
Rumford missed the free throw. Rebound to Sammy. She'll give it up to Sarah. Sarah walks it up the floor. Just over 5.5 to go first half. Lady Bronx trail it by 8. Long cross court to Jarrah. Lady Bronx working it around the arc. Now back to Jarrah. Sammy from the left elbow. Too strong off the rim. And the rebound comes off to Rumford. Gives it up to Lotta. Lotta stops top of the key over to Felker on the right wing. Strine in the paint. Sammy got a hand on it. And the rebound comes off to Brooke. Scott City now in a 2-3 zone. They played man-to-man in the first quarter.
In which the Bronx should have a setup for a little bit of zone, because we've seen it before here in the past couple weeks.
Groth from the high point, near side to Tegan. Tegan in the paint, gives it up to Sammy. And it goes back to Scott City.
And there the Lady Bronx tried to get it set up there in those last couple possessions and realizing they were in zone, but just not able to convert there.
Felker dribbles near side, gives it up to Lotta in the paint. Give down the lane to Tori Ford, who scores. First basket for Tori Ford just entered the ball game. It's a 10-point Scott City lead, their biggest of the half. Around the arc over to Sarah. To Davidson from 15, rolls around, won't go. Strine with the rebound for the Lady Beavers. Felker, dish near side off the hands of Ford, and it's out of bounds and back to Lakin. Kinsey Lohman Fuller back into the lineup for the Lady Bronx. And Sophie Vandernap in for Lakin as well. Taken on the right wing, well beyond the arc. Sarah up top. Needs Sarah to fire a couple times from up top. Tegan, right side, over everything. Rebound comes off to Mallory Cup. Cup up the far side, top of the key. Excuse me, is Amber Lotta. 3 from the left side, good by Tori Ford. Tori Ford averaging 1.2 points per game. She's already got 5 off the bench. And a timeout called by Lakin. 30-second timeout called by head coach J.C. Holloway.
Think she's related to Cooper Cup?
Not spelled same. Well, it's spelled same way. It's Cooper C-U-P-P or K-U-P-P?
K-U-P-P.
Okay, now
sure.
spelled differently.
Well,
Wrong side of the family.
well, that's why she's here and not going to L.A., huh? So I have a feeling if I got the offer to go to L.A. for the Super Bowl, I might be going.
I'm not. I'm mad.
Well, respectively so. But hey, Super Bowl's a Super Bowl. I'd be going.
They
no
ought to
matter
just
what.
cancel the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Just forget it.
okay.
Patrick's not there, so just
Okay.
cancel the whole thing.
A lot of people are happy for that. So
Yeah, well, they're not true
and
fans.
it's not because
They're
Patrick's
haters.
not
Haters
there.
will hate.
It's because family may not
Yeah.
be there for Patrick. So no, and I'm
Yeah.
with those people.
Yeah, haters will hate. That's okay.
That's all right. I will.
And Sophie along the baseline, lob into Sammy. Off the glass, won't go, but she's fouled. That foul will go against Allie Patton. And I'll tell you what, credit teammate for coming in, backing Patton off, because she was kind of complaining to the official about the third foul. Sammy with 2 free throws, hard off the back of the rim on her first attempt. I don't know what she was saying, but that's a good teammate to come in and push her back. Oh, you know what? I was upset with the Chiefs losing, but hey, got to spread it out. I mean, if they win go to the Super Bowl every year, everybody quit trying. So
I don't know about that. But I mean, that's what a lot of people say about Brady because he's a better quarterback anyway.
Sarah from 15 feet on the right wing. Sarah with 4.
I'll just leave it at that.
You know what?
Because I know that's non-negotiable with you. I know your opinions.
What's that?
Brady being better than Mahomes.
You know what? I have not ever been a Brady fan, but you can't question what he's done in his career.
Exactly.
You really can. I've had arguments of people who asked me who the greatest quarterback ever was, and I had my opinion, but it's got to be Brady.
Yep.
I mean,
definitely agree.
I was always 100% Joe Montana. Strine with the turnaround off the right elbow. Missed the shot, but she's fouled.
Ooh, that'll go against Aunt Sophie.
And Sophie with the foul. That's her first. Strine to shoot 2. She hit her first 2 free throws of the evening.
Wait, we have 6 fouls? I only got 5.
I can't help you there. Who was the foul on? Aunt Sophie?
Aunt Sophie.
I can't help you because I got 4.
I've only got 5 after marking that one down.
Strine hits both free throws. She's leading. Well, she's got 6 in this first half.
It's going to be another one of those games where we just got to sit and wait until we see it on the board.
Yep. Well,
Because
Davidson from the
only
corner
5.
up top to Sarah. Sarah fires from 3. Off the mark. Strine with the rebound. Oh, how was that not a double dribble?
I was about to say.
I was going to say,
Better late than never.
it was one of those things that the official probably thought, I just saw that. I better blow the whistle. I was like, did I just see that? Oh, man. And let's see. I am off on my Scott City totals. They got 26 up there. I've got.
I got 26 on my board, but I couldn't tell you anything else.
Foul on the other end. Well, I'm going to.
Up against Sarah.
Okay, I've got it here. 24, 26.
Sarah
Sarah Wright
first.
with the foul, her first.
Team 6 by my count, but theirs is 7. I mean, she was shooting anyways, but.
Let's see, I've got 6 as well. Lotta hits the free throw. Second opportunity upcoming. Brooke Groff back into the lineup for the Lady Bronx. And both free throws good by Amber Lotta, who leads all scorers with 12. It's a 14-point Scott City lead, matching their biggest of the half.
Hey, remind me to tell you about a rude comment we have about muting me when we talk about football, okay?
Me muting you?
Yeah, that you need to.
Oh, that I need to mute you?
Yeah, I take offense to it, but we'll talk about it here after this.
That I need to mute you?
Yeah, after this first quarter.
So then here, I'll just turn you down now. How's that? So what they're saying is you don't know nothing about football.
Apparently so.
Near
figure it
side,
out.
Rumford Now in the paint, Strine. Strine crossed over, missed it off the glass. Ball is loose. Strine picks it up, shovels it out to Lotta. 35 seconds to go in the half. Now Lotta fires from 3, and it's out of bounds in the far corner. Lakin will have the basketball with 29.6 seconds to go. Well, that's probably that Chiefs fandom that, hey, we got to stick together.
Yeah, I know. That's my thing. That's what I got the problem with.
Lob into Kinsey in the low post. Dribbles back out to Sarah. Jarrett in the paint. Hits it from 8. Good ball movement by the Lady Bronx there. Layup on the other end by Mallory Cup as the horn sounds. And that'll do it for our first half. Scott City will lead it by 14 as we go to the break. Scott City leading 30-16. Jared, let's play the laundry list since we didn't get our intro played tonight. Let's go ahead and we'll play the laundry list, and we'll be back right after this.
Kearney County Bank and the Garden City State Bank. The agency of Lakin and Garden City. Flashbacks Diner of Lakin. Lakin Drug. Shelter Insurance of Wynn Wechter. The Golden Plains Credit Union. The Lakin Recreation Commission. Pioneer Communications of Southwest Kansas. Shorty's Tooth Cafe. The Kearney County Community Development Ralph Goodnight. Hendricks Welding, Brad Hendricks. Lakin Hay and the Lakin Dairy, Fred Ripsima. D-Bach Metals, and Pede.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Brett Hendricks along with Jared Hendricks. We're at the half. The Lady Bronx trailing Scott City by the score of 30-16. Let's look at the first half numbers. First for Scott City, Amber Lotta leading the way with 12 points. Brooke Strine following with 6. Tori Ford off the bench with 5. Erica Felker with 3. Mallory Cup off the bench with 2. And Ella Rumford with 2 points. From the free throw line, Scott City in the first half, 6 of 7. Now for the Lakin totals, we'll give it up. Here's Jared.
Tonight for the Lakin Lady Bronx, we have Jared Davidson leading the way with 8. Sarah Wright with 4. Sammy Vogel with 2. And Brooke Groth with 2. Lakin Lady Bronx only shooting 2 of 4, which not as many free throws as they'd probably like, but still not a bad percentage, shooting at 50. Would like to be over the 50% mark, but still pretty decent for the first quarter and with the amount of fouls that we've had tonight.
Well, the thing about it is not getting to the free throw line at all. Just Scott City did not put Lakin in the bonus at all in the first half, so
yeah, exactly.
You're not going to shoot a lot of free throws when that doesn't happen. So we're now joined by Bronx head coach Nate Schmidt. And Coach, as always, welcome to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Always fun to talk, but going to be a special night for Lakin Bronx basketball. I told Jared if Serve doesn't get 1 point because of Scott City's defense, I'm walking home.
I think we all should. If they can hold Serve scoreless, anybody that can do that, they deserve it. So, I highly doubt that's going to happen. It's going to be special for Serve, number one, because his mom gets to be here tonight. She wasn't going to be there on Friday, but she gets to be here tonight, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was a matter of time. The things I'm most impressed about with Serve is, we had a talk probably 2 weeks out, just saying, hey, here's where you are. Don't stress over it. Don't press. Don't play any different. It's going to happen. And he's one of the few players that's been able to do that. It's got to be weighing on you. Got to be thinking about it. And I know the players I've coached in the past, they go in a little slump right before it happens. But Serve, he's almost played better. But and it's typical Serve. I know he cares, but his top priority right now is for us to play well and get better and get out here with a win.
And the thing about it, you talk about how some players, when they know a milestone's coming, their numbers go down just because they force it. If you just relax, do the things that you're supposed to do, I hope serve it's one of those step back threes top of the key tonight. That's what I hope it is, because that's the type of shot that he's comfortable with.
Yeah, that's the thing with serve. He can get his buckets in a variety of
Yes,
ways,
he can.
and that's what makes him special. You look back at the players we've had, and the majority of their baskets come a certain way, and with serve, what makes him special is he can pull up in transition off the bounce and shoot it from deep, and he's strong going to the basket, and he's kind of the total package when it comes to a high school basketball player. He can score in any way, and he's seen multiple defenses, and he still, somehow finds a way to score it. And then when he's not scoring it, it seems like those have been his best rebounding and assist nights. So, he just finds a way to be a contributor on the court no matter what.
And he definitely has. The thing about it is, going into Friday night, he was 41 points shy. Not ever ruling out that that's not a possibility with, 40 points, but maybe we need to tell him he needs 31 tonight. And
yeah, absolutely. The crazy thing, Brad, as we get on the bus to go to Cimarron, he just looked at me and says, "I'm getting it tonight, Coach." And we're like, "Okay, calm down, Serve. Get on the bus. Let's go." And then you get sit down on the bus and you're thinking, man, if anyone's going to go off like that, it's going to be Serve. So we're kind of like,
yeah.
Shoot, he might. And then as the second half went on, you're just kind of looking around like, and thank goodness, because we weren't great. But, he just kind of put the team on his back and played really, really well. And like I said it multiple times, you just love seeing kids like that have success, kids that work hard, do things the right way, and, and they have success. Like so many people want to take a shortcut, and they want to focus on other things. And they, he's a prime example of, what you're about in high school sports and in education in general. Like the stuff Serve does is the stuff teachers and coaches are preaching all the time, the best compliment I could give him for me is, if I were fortunate enough to have a son, I would want my son to be just like Serve, because, that means you'd have a pretty damn good son.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Now, I know you've talked to him, and this is going to be weighing on his mind, but is it even a topic of conversation, or is it a situation that you just leave him alone?
Yeah, it's, honestly, Brett, like what we're talking about is, finding ways to get better, finding ways to put a complete game together. We know this is a big game tonight for sub-state purposes.
Huge game, yeah.
No, you don't really talk about it. Like we just, and that's what makes it so special is, you and I have probably talked more about it, as we should, but, I'm sure the boys are talking about it behind the scenes, but anytime we get together, it's about the team and, how can we make the team better? And again, that's what makes it so special, because, he's been on a lot of great teams in his career and played with a lot of other great players. And so, he's having some individual success, but look at the team success that he's been able to have. And, he's more proud of that than he is a 1,000-point scorer, as he should. And,
exactly.
That's what makes him a special player.
I just want to see him get it right off the bat, then the pressure's off. Now let's go and play basketball.
Well, someone asked me,
and I think it'll be for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a little bit of a tenseness in this gym on this side, just because people want him to get it. I think if he hits it right off the bat, now we go and play basketball.
Yeah, and everybody said, well, are you going to call a timeout right away when he gets it? I'm like, well, I've burned a lot of timeouts for worse things before right away. So, absolutely. Absolutely we're going to call a timeout. So, yeah.
Yeah. Either that or somebody fake an injury.
Yeah, I guess we could do that too. Yeah. We'll figure it out. So.
Yeah. I don't think you've probably ever burned a full timeout this early in a game, hopefully.
It was probably because we're not playing defense or rebounding if I did. So.
Yeah, exactly. So like you said, you've called it for a lot worse.
Yep.
So, of course, tonight the spotlight, it's kind of on Serve, but what a run this team has made. 2 20-point scores. Connor had been shooting the ball so well until last Friday at Cimarron. Just couldn't quite find the range, but always getting contributions out of Coulter and Eric and Adric. It's just one of those. It's been a special season so far, just with the contributions by everybody. Everybody would love to have 2 20-point scores, but without the other 4 guys, those two don't get their 20.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. You said this is a special group. I've enjoyed the heck out of it. We're 12, 13, and 2 right now. You know, we won the league tournament. We took third, you know, in Goodland. You know, the only losses are to 2 state-ranked teams, you know, 6A Dodge City and of course, Holcomb. But, you know, you look at last year's team, they go 21-2. We graduate a ton of seniors. And, you know, of course, you have the critics and everything they say. And, oh, well, they're not going to be any good next year. And, oh, well, they only played certain guys last year. And I feel like we're to a place in our program where we've built a foundation and a culture in our program to where it's just the expectation now. We're going to find ways to be good every year. But these are the teams I love to coach, the ones that maybe are counted out. And, you know, when you look back, I mean, this all started, you know, June 1. You know, when you look back at where we were our first tournament at the MAYB summer kickoff, and you're thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, how are we ever going to win a game this year? And then here we are 13-2. But
Yeah.
That's a testament to the boys and the extra time that they've invested and the things that they've sacrificed. And, you know, it's incredible, too, because you got Serve Allen and Connor. You got Pablo that's played some mop-up minutes in the past, and you got 3 kids that just turned 15 years old that are out there and playing at a high level, and they're 13-2. I couldn't be more proud of them.
One thing that Adam Kadavy, the play-by-play voice of Scott City basketball, he says, are you guys going to make it a habit of 1,000-point scores against Scott City? Because last year Hunter got his
That's right.
against Scott
Yeah,
City.
yeah.
I said, hey, if we have to do it every year against Scott City, we'll keep you on the schedule.
Yeah, and no offense to them. We want to make a habit of beating Scott City.
Yes,
That's our
exactly.
goal. But yeah, definitely, if we could get another one tonight, that'd be awesome.
Exactly. Well, hey, good luck tonight.
Thank you,
As
Brett.
always, thanks for
Yeah.
coming and talking to us. Tonight, bring Serve with you.
Will do.
All right. Good luck tonight, Coach. Lady Bronx with the opening possession of the second half. Sammy missing from close range, and Scott City with the rebound. Lady Bronx trailing 30-16 as we start our second half. Jared jumps back in here, and my arms weren't long enough to start the clock this time, Jared, but you'll catch us up.
I'll
Lot
wait
of
till
from
it
the-
gets to 7.
Lotta from the far corner, 3 off the back iron. Sammy with the rebound. Yeah, weren't no scores, so all you got to do is just catch up the clock. I bet my English teacher probably heard that. Weren't no scores. There weren't any scores.
There ain't no scores.
Sammy, the turnaround, hard off the glass. Rumford with the rebound for Scott City. And blocked on the other end by Sammy. Amber Lotta with the drive. Scott City will keep the possession. Inbounds. From the low post by Strine, missed. Lakin with the rebound coming back the other way. Lady Bronx at one time led by 2 in the first quarter before Amber Lotta ripped off 10 straight points. Bounce pass in the paint. Last touch by Scott City. So Sammy, even though it rolled between her legs, she wasn't the last one to touch it. And may not have touched it at all. Definitely couldn't tell from this angle. Sammy off the inbounds from the left side. Vogel with 4. In the far corner, Ella Rumford with it. Now up top, Strine. They work it around the arc. Jared and I are sitting in a far left corner. You're watching the screen. We're to the left. We're in a corner. So we're not typically at center court like you normally would be. Foul on the drive in the paint. Lotta with it. They're going to call that a shooting foul, but she dished that off. But they're going to give her the credit for a shooting foul.
Go against Sarah.
Sarah Wright with the foul.
But also, you say sitting in the middle like usual. At home, we're
Well,
always in the far right.
Yeah,
so.
home we're always on the right. You know, we probably have better seating when we go on the road, other than tonight maybe. But
I'll say Southwestern Heights, we're in the far right. I mean,
yeah.
middle's kind of a rare commodity,
We,
unless we're there first.
yeah, no kidding. 14 points for Amber Lotta to lead the way for Scott City. Sarah Wright with her second foul. Davidson on the wing. Man-to-man defense by Scott City in this third quarter. Sammy up top. Now out front to Sarah. Lady Bronx reset it. Tegan takes it to the elbow, gives it up to Sammy. Now back to Tegan on the wing. Tegan on the drive, to Davidson. Davidson fires from 10. Got it. Jared Davidson now in double figures with 10. The shot Lakin's been most successful with tonight's the shot in 15 and in.
Yep.
Get the penetration in the lane, get the dish out to the short shot from the wing. Pass to the right side off the fingertips of Tegan, out of bounds back to Scott City. So you got the high post, you got the low post, you got the block, you got the elbow. What's the mid-range out here? I was talking. You got the high post, you got the low block, you got the elbows, you got the wings. What's that? What's that middle shot called?
A mid-range.
Is there even a name for it, or is it just a mid-range jumper?
Mid-range jumper.
Okay.
From anywhere on the floor.
Up top three is good by Erica Felker, her second three of the game.
It's like having a mini three-point arc just on the inside. Same thing everywhere. You either say from the wing or from the corner, from the top. I mean, it's all the same thing.
Sarah takes it to the baseline. Over to Brooke. Brooke tried to throw it back up top to Tegan. Stolen away by Lotta. Lotta on the drive, steps in, hits the layup. Wasn't bad defense that time by Tegan on the other end. Lotta just stepped across and laid it up. Extends the Scott City lead to 17. Tegan from the top of the key, off the front of the rim. And the rebound comes off to Lotta. Dish to Felker. Ball is loose in the paint. And it's going to stay with Scott City. Kenzie Lumen Fuller into the lineup for Lakin, along with Reagan Shavira. Allie Patton, the runner from the right side, her first basket. Patton was in foul trouble most of the first half with 3 fouls. It's a 19-point Scott City lead. Bachman from the wing, underneath to Sammy. Executed perfectly. Timeout on the floor. And it will be a full timeout.
Taken by Lakin.
Yep. And we're going to take a timeout as well. 3:19 to go in the third. Lady Bronx trail it 39-22. You're watching Lady Bronx basketball.
Kearney County, a wonderful life opportunity, offers a wide range of opportunities to residents and visitors. Hunting, fishing, camping, golfing, and bowling provide recreation, plus the Lake and Rec Commission provides youth and adult programs in Lakin and Deerfield. Explore the rich history of the county by visiting the Kearney County Historical Museum or the historic sites throughout the county. Take advantage of what Kearney County has to offer. Contact Ralph Goodnight, Kearney County Economic Development, or on the web at www.kearneycountykansas.com. Red Ripsima established the Lakin Dairy in 1997 and is now a leading producer of high-quality milk for human consumption. The Lakin Dairy is proud to be a big part of the Kearney County economy and community. With fantastic, dedicated, and hard-working employees, the Lakin Dairy prospers in the heart of, as Fred calls it, the Midwest Feed Shed. Always supporting the Lakin High School students, the Lakin Dairy, a verified premium operation, is honored to call Kearney County home at lakindairy.com on the internet.
3:19 to play in the third quarter. Lady Bronx trailing Scott City by the score of 39-22. Brett Hendricks along with Jared Hendricks. Thanks for joining us tonight for Lady Bronx basketball. Allie Patton, the drive down the paint and hits the easy one. Patton did not score in the first half and now has scored 2 straight buckets. Bachman on the left wing. Tegan fouled on the dribble. That'll go against Erica Felker. That's her second. Scott City's first of the half. Lakin will inbound on the baseline. Reagan with the honors. Finds Sammy, and she's fouled by Felker again, I believe. No, they'll get Ella Rumford there. That's her second foul. Sammy to the line to shoot 2. Sammy in the first half, 2 for 4. The only Lady Bronc to the stripe so far tonight, and misses the first one. And hits the second one. Vogel with 7 to lead the Lady Broncs. Well, no, Jarrett leading the Lady Broncs with 10. Vogel with 7. At the free throw line. Lob to Rumford. Rumford saves it in. And the 3 good by Erica Felker. It's a 21-point Scott City lead now. Tegan, turnaround off the front of the rim. Sammy loses the handle on the dribble. Stolen away by Scott City. Pass up the floor to Mallory Cup. And Brooks Strine with the layup. Shavira up top, Sammy with it, near side to Tegan. Jarrett in the paint, over to Shavira. Air ball from 16 feet, and a rebound to Ella Rumford. Felker with it across the timeline, minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Scott City led by 14 at the break. They've extended it to lead now by 23, and a three-pointer up top, good by Allie Patton. Tegan reverses on the baseline. Kinsey missed. Sammy with the rebound, outlet, stolen away by Cup. Cup up the floor, and she's bumped by Tegan. And will go to the line. Really, it's not a shooting foul. That's out in front.
Yeah, I don't think it should be at all.
It shouldn't be a shooting foul because she had not gone into any sort of shooting motion.
And she was still well.
She was on the floor
before the goal as well.
Yeah.
She slid farther than she did trying to shoot.
Yeah. And I'm not going to question the foul was there, but it was not a shooting variety foul. Sarah Wright and Brooke Groff into the lineup for Lakin. Second free throw attempt is good by Cup. Sarah trapped on the right wing to Reagan. Jarrah off the dribble, stops in the paint, up top to Sarah. Now to Reagan near side, back to Sarah. Drive, ball kicked away by Rumford. Sarah to inbounds. Out front to Jarrah. Reagan off the dribble. Fouled. I believe on Rumford. We'll wait and see. No, that foul will go against Allie Patton. That's her fourth.
Fourth foul.
Fourth foul on Allie Patton. Brooks Strine back in the lineup for Scott City. 21.7 seconds to go in the quarter. Long pass near side. Reagan now to Sarah in the near corner. Nearly stolen away out front. Jarrah off the dribble. In and out won't go. Battle for the rebound. Cup comes away with it. Excuse me, that was Felker with it. Lotta up the floor, and that'll do it for our third quarter. Scott City extending the lead. That was 14 at the half. They will lead it by 27 as we get set to go to the fourth quarter. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with that fourth quarter right after this. You're watching Lady Bronc basketball. At Lakin Drug, their mission is simple. They strive to provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools. Welcome back to Lakin Bronc Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com. Brett Hendricks along with Jared Hendricks. Thanks for joining us tonight for Lady Bronc basketball. Lady Broncs, with their one and only lead of the contest, led 9-7 and have been outscored 43-14 since. Will be Scott City basketball as we start the fourth quarter. Left wing, Brooke Strine with it. Strine drives off the baseline, hits it off the glass. Strine in double figures with 10. Tegan drives from the near wing. Ball is loose on the floor. Aaron Urey into the lineup during that quarter break. And then the ball loose in the paint, stolen away by Mallory Cup. 32. Foul on the paint drive. Foul against Brooke Strine. That'll send Davidson to the line to shoot two. First trip to the line for Jarrah on the evening. Free throw was missed. Substitutions for Scott City. Tori Ford into the lineup. And I'm going to have to go to the program.
I missed a...
Jarrah's second free throw off the front of the rim, won't go. Rebound comes off to Erica Felker.
I missed 2 points in the third quarter there. I'm going to have to find from you.
For Lakin.
Yeah.
Sammy had 5 and Jarrah had 2.
Sammy had
5 in the third quarter.
5. Okay,
Yep.
That was the second one.
Tie
Got
up
it then.
on the loose ball.
Should be Lakin ball.
Arrow will keep it with Lakin. Sammy back into the lineup for the Lady Broncs. Stolen away in the paint by Mallory Cup. And Scott City goes the other way with it. Tori Ford to drive, dish to Cup. Off the short baseline, it's off the mark. Tegan with the rebound, now double teamed in the backcourt. Finds Sarah. Sarah up the right side, takes it to the corner. Shot from Davidson off the side of the rim. Mallory Cup with the rebound for Scott City. Cup the drive, and a foul by Aaron Urey from behind. Cup to shoot 2 free throws. Hits the first one, second one upcoming. Cup off the bench with 7 points. and hits them both. Cup will leave the game with 8 points off the bench. Scott City currently on a 16-0 run. Lady Broncs have not scored in this fourth quarter.
You know what? I want to apologize a little bit. Looks like our connection's been a little bit rougher this second half.
Has it?
It's kind of been skipping a little bit. So
Well,
we'll try to
turn
figure
it-
that out for next
Sammy
one.
with the turnaround. It might be, I'm sitting right over the top of it. It's
It
not
shouldn't matter. It's wired in.
I know, but
You sitting on top of it's not going to bother
I mean, it
anything.
just might be part of the connection.
As long as it's plugged in, it's good to go. I don't know if it's been skipping all game, but I just started noticing it now.
All new numbers and names for Scott City. I'm trying to write them down as we go. 2.5 to play. Clock is running. Put back, no good by Jonna Sowers. Sammy backs in, up top to Sarah. Now near side, Pagan with the three, off the front of the rim, bounces over, and Scott City with the rebound. Brinley Stevens now up top to Jonna Sowers. Avery Lewis with it on the wing. .140 to play. Drive from the right side. Sowers hits the basket and she's fouled. Foul is on Sammy Vogel. That's her third.
Okay, I was told that the skipping had just started recently,
Okay.
so it hadn't been most of the game, which is good, but hopefully it's kind of like Goodland. Whenever we come around to the boys' game and disconnect, reconnect, it comes back a little better.
Long rebound for Scott City out front. Three from the right wing. Short. The attempt by Kendall Gentry. Offensive rebound by Scott City. Now Sowers just out front. Rebound comes off to Avery Lewis. 23 loss on the road here in Scott City. Take a quick timeout. We'll add up the numbers, and we'll have them for you when we return. You're watching Lady Bronc basketball.
Some commercials make it really tempting to buy cheap insurance. That's great if price is the only thing that's important to you. The agency believes cost is important, but protection is what you're really paying for. Rely on the agency to build the policy that protects your property at a price you can afford. Call the agency today at 620-355-6789.
Kearney County, a wonderful life opportunity, offers a wide range of opportunities to residents and visitors. Hunting, fishing, camping, golfing, and bowling provide recreation, plus the Lake and Rec Commission provides youth and adult programs in Lakin and Deerfield. Explore the rich history of the county by visiting the Kearney County Historical Museum or the historic sites throughout the county. Take advantage of what Kearney County has to offer. Contact Ralph Goodnight, Kearney County Economic Development, or on the web at www.kearneycountykansas.com.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You could lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.25% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
Welcome back to Lake and Bronc Sports YouTube. Brett Hendricks along with Jared Hendricks. Lady Broncs lose it by the score of 59-23. Let's look at the numbers. First for Scott City, Amber Lotta leading the way with 16 points. Brooke Strine following in double figures with 10. Erica Felter with 9. Mallory Cup off the bench with 8. Allie Patton finished with 7, all coming in the second half. Tori Ford off the bench in the first half with 5, and Joanna Sowers with a late 2 to round out the scoring for Scott City. From the free throw line, a good night for the Lady Beavers. They were 11 of 13 from the free throw line on the evening. Now for the Lady Bronx scoring, not a lot going on in the second half. And here's Jared.
Yeah, and like you said, it just seemed like Lakin Lady Bronx tonight just could never find their rhythm, find their game, or anything like that to kind of help each other out. But tonight, we have Jarrah scoring 10, Sammy Vogel with 7, Sarah Wright with 4, and Brooke Groth with 2. Lady Bronx only 1 of 4 in the second half, which makes a 3 out of 8 total for the game. And, I mean, really that game didn't matter with that 3 of 8, but we're nearing postseason. Free throws, those are extra opportunities that you get when you go to the goal. So Lady Bronx are going to have to find a way to maybe work on those and make those count more, especially going into tighter games and postseason.
And maybe find ways to get to the line more often as well.
Exactly.
Like you said, you go to postseason, free throws become a
crucial.
Depending
on the game.
A valued commodity to say the least. So, well, that's going to do it for our first game of the night. We're going to sign off real quick, get set for boys basketball action. It is 7:20 now. We'll be back on the air at around 7:30. And you don't want to miss the start of this. Something great could happen, and we wouldn't want you to miss it. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with Bronx basketball live here from Scott City. Thanks for joining us.